The Los Angeles Lakers are one of the most successful and well-known sports franchises in the United States, but they haven't been doing so well lately. If you want to know more about why the Lakers are falling apart, keep watching this video for all the interesting details. Let's begin. First up, NBA franchise lost 11 consecutive games. With 11 losses in a row, the huge NBA team, the Los Angeles Lakers, are in disarray. 3 of them came during the postseason last year, 6 came during the preseason, and 2 came at the start of the new season. In addition to the subpar performance, there are clearly issues in the locker room. These issues came to a head in their most recent loss, a 115-105 drubbing at the hands of the Phoenix Suns. Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis tried to make the second quarter timeout into a UFC fight between them. Both players got into an argument on the bench, and when they started exchanging blows, their teammates rushed in to pull them apart. Howard explained that they solved it at the time in that way. Something happened on the court and they just couldn't agree on. After Howard was benched in the second half, Magic Johnson stated that he had never seen anything like that in his 42 years with the Lakers. He said that it's a basketball problem and a team problem that the Lakers have. Next, Lakers fall apart against the Pacers due to collapse in the fourth quarter. The team lost 111 to 104 to the Indiana Pacers, just one game after beating the Utah Jazz impressively. LA had a 15-point advantage at halftime thanks to Russell Westbrook and Talen Horton-Tucker hitting threes, but Indiana came back in the second half. Karis LeVert stepping up in the fourth quarter and led the team to victory. In the final 12 minutes, LeVert scored 22 of his 30 points. The Lakers, as a group, scored 24 points in the quarter, but were unable to stop the opposition. Regardless of what they did, Indiana was able to secure the offensive rebound and convert it into points. Lakers starter LeBron James scored 30 points, had 12 rebounds and 5 assists, while Horton-Tucker contributed 20 points with 7 assists and 2 blocks from the bench on 9 of 14 shooting from the field. Westbrook was 4 of 6 from the free throw line, but only 5 of 17 from the field for 14 points. The Lakers are presently 22-23 overall and will begin a 6-game road trip on Friday against the Orlando Magic. The regular season between Indiana and Los Angeles ended in a 1-1 draw. Now the overtime defeat by the Rockets as the Lakers crumble. The first 12 points were scored straight at the rim by both teams in the first quarter of the game. Despite a Lakers surge, the Rockets evened the score at 18-18 midway through the first quarter. Carmelo Anthony checked in and nailed a jumper of his own to give Los Angeles a 6-point lead. Stanley Johnson provided some rare offense. The Lakers led 38-32 at the end of the first quarter thanks to DJ Augustine's contributions off the bench despite some sloppy defense. To tie the game at 45, Houston came out of the gate firing on all cylinders and made practically every jump shot they took, but the Lakers' scoring drought continued, and they were unable to get enough scoring opportunities, falling down by a score of 53-48. The Rockets' poor shooting streak was ended by a 3-pointer from Austin Reeves, although the team's speed and athleticism caused them problems in defense. The Lakers trailed 68-63 at halftime, but Reeves was able to slam home a last-second shot. In the third quarter, the Lakers went on a 12-2 run to tie the game at 75. However, the absence of perimeter defense led to another defeat for the Lakers as James cleaned the defensive glass and set up his teammates in transition. Next, how Wenyen Gabriel gave advantage to the Lakers. The small ball lineup had difficulties containing Alperen Sengun in the post, where he simply scored over the top. James was able to get all the way to the rim for an easy layup to give the Lakers an advantage going into the fourth quarter, and Wenyen Gabriel made his purple and gold debut, with Augustine managing to score a challenging offensive rebound. While Augustine continued to shoot well from beyond the arc, the Lakers were unable to come up with clutch stops despite the fourth triple of the game. In the second half, James took control offensively, squeezing by the Rockets and dominating the paint, but Jalen Green hit a 3-pointer to tie the game again. James's thunderous slam in the lane and Malik Monk's spectacular dunk in transition earned him a standing ovation from the fans. Both sides went into overtime when James made a spectacular block on Green, but Anthony missed a crucial shot that would have given his team victory. The Lakers were suddenly down by 10 points after 7 minutes of overtime, thanks to a 7-0 run by Green and a 3-pointer by Eric Gordon. Despite Houston's strong shooting, Los Angeles was unable to respond, and now they must deal with yet another humiliating defeat. And that's all the reasons the Lakers are falling apart. Now, let's move to some other news. Why LeBron James should no longer be able to influence the outcome of the Lakers' problems. There is little hope for the Los Angeles Lakers' postseason aspirations now that they have been eliminated from contention. Frank Vogel, the head coach, is widely anticipated to be fired. If Russell Westbrook exercises his $47 million fifth-year option this summer, the Lakers would like to find a way to get rid of him. There are many people to blame for the Lakers' disappointing season, including Russ, Vogel, Anthony Davis's injuries, and a front administration that intentionally assembled a roster that didn't fit their all-time greatest player. A failed season and a lack of direction are to be blamed for the current state of affairs in Los Angeles, but ultimately it is the person who wields the most influence and power within the organization who bears the brunt of the blame. It's all LeBron James's fault. The unavoidable paradox of LeBron's legendary status is the outshined influence he has on a team. Even when it came to his genuine requirements, his wants took precedence over the overall strategy. In the NBA, his appeal for player power was always successful because he was successful at every turn, regardless of how he used that authority. Here's what Chris Paul said after the Suns beat the Lakers. After the Phoenix Suns win over the Los Angeles Lakers on Tuesday night, Chris Paul addressed the media. The Phoenix Suns, led by Paul, defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 121-110 on Tuesday night. They have a record of 63-16 after 79 games, the most wins in a season in franchise history. After the game, Paul spoke to the media about his performance. Paul remarked that they simply try to push each other, get as much out of one another as they can. It's up to them to leave it on the court every night, and they have dealt with the results. In the NBA Finals last year, the Phoenix Suns finished with the best record in the league. This year, they have the best overall record. Next, the Lakers' Anthony Davis has spoken out on the sensational trade rumors swirling around him. There have been some surprise reports concerning Anthony Davis's possible departure from the Lakers. Davis is one of the names that came up as a possible trade prospect for Los Angeles as the team attempted to rebuild ahead of the 2022-23 season after being ousted from playoff contention. This isn't upsetting Davis at all, according to the conversation he's heard. It's just something he can't change, says the 8-time All-Star. Essentially, Davis is admitting that he would prefer to remain with the Lakers, but that he has no control over the team's decision to part ways with him. The Lakers' current situation is so dire that the greatest player on their team outside of LeBron James is being mentioned as a possible candidate for a significant roster revamp. When LeBron retires, AD was supposed to be the anchor of the Los Angeles Lakers post-LeBron era. However, it appears that Davis may not have that opportunity after all. Magic Johnson, a Lakers great, brought up the notion of trading Anthony Davis earlier this week. According to Johnson, if Davis suffers another injury-plagued season in 2022-23, Los Angeles may have to consider trading him next summer. Lastly, LeBron James has named the Warriors his favorite team in the NBA and his dream teammate, Steph Curry. There may be a lot of disappointed Los Angeles Lakers fans, but LeBron James already has his sights set on the next season. However poorly the Lakers play, he's one of a select handful who will be able to sign with any team of his choice. James has already stated that playing with his son Bronny is one of his final career goals, and he hasn't ruled out a return to Cleveland in the future. The Shop, Uninterrupted, the latest episode of James's show, featured his hypothetical wish list of players he'd like to join him on the court someday. Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors and Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks were included. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.